Who do we have?
No family, no friends, just a cat to keep them company. It's the perfect hire.
Good morning, Marcus Spain! Today's forecast is heavy shelling from the Iron Nest and destruction of Anti-Marcus scum.
Iron Nest.
In other news, Hindenburg has completed...
Let's fire. Let's just fire a light that way. 66.8. Okay, 66.8. Load shell. 7.89. 2 powder charges. Need 47 degrees. Bearing confirmed. Elevation confirmed. Gun is armed.
And now, a disgruntled man who has lost his home. The actual fucking family's dead.
Here it comes, boys.
Now here's to the commandant.
I swear, it's not a weapon of mass destruction. I swear, it's just a protective measure.
Right, sick intro, in it. Anyway, welcome back to, Is It Shit, with me, Screen. That's me. So I'm making Is It Shit cemented and prominent part of what I make. If you're new here, Is It Shit is a review series in which we review games. Today we're starting with the soft reboot, where I will begin to review every game currently in my Steam library and tell you whether it's worth your money and its overall enjoyment. Using this tier list labelled as good as Obama, probably better than Domino's garlic and herb dip, probably as good as Domino's garlic and herb dip, maybe wait a bit, it's getting there, probably buy a pizza instead, and fucking horrible. Today's game, Iron Nest. Let's get into the review. If you're a man who loves big cannons, you're just genuinely someone who will honestly love this game. However, what mainly stands out is the game's setting and time period. Like, genuinely, I have never seen a game be so creative with real-world events. You see, you might be thinking, Scrons, I do not care about the setting of this game. Please, just talk about the gameplay. And if you think that, you can skip to this timestamp right here, where we'll actually go talk about the game. Right. I find it interesting how much passion I see here, you know? If you're still here, that's great. Let's talk about the setting. Now, this is not like the stereotypical World War I, World War II thing where you're a German with a big gun. You're not shouting, "Hans! I need the big shell, yeah?" That's my German impression. Instead, we're set in an alternate history regarding the Spanish and the Spanish Civil War, which is insane. You know, it's that one bit of Hearts of Iron 4 that nobody cares about. Oh. Well, good luck to them. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. It's genuinely one of the coolest parts of this game that it's set in the Spanish Civil War. Like, when I first looked at this game, I'm like, man, this is genuinely going to be just the stereotypical German with big gun thing. But no, it's better than that. It's a Spanish man with a big gun. Jose is shelling the shit out of his enemies. I don't really think Spain gets as much love as it deserves, both historically and also just in the gaming space. I think it's so cool that they did this. In terms of the story, it's not exactly done through voice acting or cutscenes. Instead, it's done through very carefully written notes and letters that sometimes come down the hatch of the Iron Nest from a guy called Thomas, or it's through newspapers that you get at the end of each mission when you're ordered to ceasefire and stand down, or it comes through the little command terminal where you're told what to do. I think that is so good. But if you can't read, Sucks to be you, loser. But also, what's great is apparently these newspapers, what they do is they write about the actions you've done, with the Iron Nest. Everything on that newspaper is based on what you're shelling, how many shells you fired, who you shelled, and it's amazing. From what I can also gather, is the game has multiple endings. As far as I know, there's one for following your orders, and there's another one for killing your own guys entirely and turning on your monarchy. So yeah, I think just being set in Spain alone and doing a whole alternate history based on the Spanish Civil War is fucking amazing. I love that. Okay, I'll be completely honest. When I first played this at like 3 AM, I was not expecting this to be the most complicated, in-depth artillery simulator I've ever seen in my life. I thought I was genuinely cooked and would never actually figure out how to bomb my enemies with great precision and accuracy. Especially since you're the only guy operating this big-ass cannon. And I don't know, man. I don't think that seems very practical. What the fuck do you mean I have to do math? I haven't done like quadrants and angles and triangulation in like 5 years. Since GCSE. Now I know that's like a big turn off for people who go, oh my god, I need to think. Holy fuck, I need to think about things. Yeah, you do. But actually, it's quite alright if you know basic directions and mathematics at the level of an average 15-year-old child. You do have to use intel to find your enemy, so there's reading. I know it's crazy. But anyway, you need to measure your distances and find your enemies. Then you have to calculate your arc and figure out what shell you should use. And try not to bomb the innocent civilians. Israel. You even have to turn and manually adjust your individual barrels. It's quite cool. I did this thing where there was a counter battery, and you know, as soon as you fired your first shot, the counter battery would activate and blow you to bits. But instead, I planned out every shot beforehand, and then all I did was just turn my rotation constantly, and then fired 3 shells off in like the span of a few seconds. So yeah, a lot of it is just math at the start. A lot of it is just figuring out what you have to do before you fuck up royally. In fact, there's even one mission where you don't even use your calculation machine. You have to just eyeball it. So in terms of targets, mostly stationary guys. Like, I think that's kind of cool. And there's fortified positions, which means you will have to use different types of shells to get through, you know? But some missions, holy fuck, like the one you see in the background of this, has a moving train. I failed this because I didn't understand the timings. So, don't worry, there's a fail-safe if you're as stupid as I am. They just allow you to bomb the train when it comes to the stop at, like, the end of the fucking level, which is great. The gameplay actually takes ages. It got to the point where I was doing 1 mission a day, because it takes 30 minutes to an hour to do 1 mission. And honestly, it hurts my brain doing that much math for an hour. So, the footage you're seeing in the background right now, the recording time is 55 minutes for the entire thing. The game itself, I think it can get quite intense, honestly. Although you are just sat in a room doing math and loading shells, it can get so intense, right? And I love the adrenaline rush of going against the clock when a counter battery is about to blow your position to smithereens. And also, I feel quite important when using my big brain and firing my huge load across the battlefield. Anyway, next to the management. Oh, hell yeah, management of fucking everything. You have to manage your time, do your math against the clock sometimes. And whenever you kill a unit, you get a requisition, and then you use requisitions to get big ammo, then big ammo becomes big death, and Big Death becomes Big Requisitions. However, Requisitions can be used for a lot more than just big ammo and Big Death. It can be used for, like, scout planes and powder charges, you know, the boring stuff. In fact, there's, like, an entire system that utilizes these Requisitions just for you to be able to move. And honestly, it's so cool, because, oh my god, for around, like, 40 Requisitions, right, you could do a panic movement, where just the INS decides, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and it deploys loads of smoke, and then it just yeets itself across the battlefield. I don't know how it does that in like 20 seconds, but it does it. I feel so cool doing it, although it's really expensive and really hurts the wallet. It is quite cool. It even stops the counter battery timer, so if you do end up like getting to 0, you can just do an emergency movement, move the iron nest, get yourself back to bearings, and replan whatever you were doing. You do have to figure out where you go, though. It doesn't tell you where you go. So there are two methods. There's the big stupid method, and the very smart requisition table method. I was using the big stupid method until I figured out you could just get some guys in a car to tell you where you are. The big stupid method is you fire a shell across the map, and then you figure out where the fuck you are. Right. The other method is paying 5 requisitions for some dudes in a car to just roll up and go, hey dude, yeah, I can see you. I'm at like, I don't know, M422. And then you can go get another guy to get his car and go, yeah, I'm at like C322 or something. And then you just triangulate your own position from there. Which is actually kind of cool. There is like another movement card which allows you to choose your distance and how far you go and which bearing you're moving at, which is so much better, although the only issue is it just moves you, it doesn't stop the counter battery, so you're still gonna get like shot. Now finally, I want to mention the penultimate part of this game, the greatest part of this game of all time, because it is so utterly important to the gameplay that I don't know if this would even be on this tier list without it.
Yeah, customization. Make your own little cute bio or a fucking creature beyond our human minds. Wow, this is better than The Sims. Coffee minigame? What? What?
Oh man, we don't deserve this kind of gameplay. This is insane. Soundtrack, this was pretty quick. It's fucking sick. Check this shit out. Let's go over the cost versus content. As I said earlier, it takes around like 30 minutes to an hour to actually do one mission. Which honestly, I think that's pretty fair. I'm not even halfway through the game yet, I don't think. I just wish to look at the price of the game, because as with any game, you know, price to content very much matters. I'm not going to pay like, I don't know, 60 quid for like a 20-second game. No, I want big content. Now, as of writing the script on August 12th, it sits at £13.49, which is on sale for 25%, because the game just released. However, I'm recording this on the 24th because I was sick. So let me just look at the game's price real quick. It is currently around £18 in Great British money. So I'll give you some time to convert that to your currencies. Okay, you're done? Wondrous. Anyway, let's go back to it. Is it worth it in its current state? Honestly, I'd say so. You know, I think this game it's quite good, especially with their roadmap that they put out. Not only are you getting big gun, honking horn, petting a cat, customizing a cat to a monstrosity beyond our human comprehension, the roadmap actually has a lot of good shit in it. They've got expansions, skirmishes, they've even got multiplayer planned. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, you could have so many things with multiplayer for this game. Imagine, everyone remembers the board game Battleship, right? What if we could just have Battleship in Iron Nest, where you got 2 iron nests, and all you do is you place down little markers on your map, and those are your battleships, and then you go, oh, fuck, you hit my battleship, shit! Or there's gonna be, I don't know, the standard thing where you just have multiple people in one iron nest. Maybe even just iron nest 1v1s, where you just figure out where each other are. Honestly, I think there's so much potential for a multiplayer mode in this game. And I'm just hoping they do the battleship thing. I think that would be absolutely fucking amazing. So, final thoughts. Chat, we've finally made it. You've listened to me talk about Big Gun for, like, nearly 20 minutes or something. I don't know, I haven't looked at the runtime yet. Honestly, as an experience, this is fucking brilliant, dude. This is amazing. This is like, it's just Big Gun, innit? Like, it's so good. And the gameplay loop, first is intimidating, but if you're somehow not scared of math, you can play it. Anyone can fucking play this game with enough brain power. I will say that Iron Nest is not shit. In fact, it's a solid as good as Domino's garlic and herb dip tier. It's an experience of a lifetime, but it most certainly isn't like life-changing kind of levels here. It's a decent game for when you're bored. I'd probably wait a while for them to add some of the new shit on their roadmap first. And especially when they're gonna add multiplayer, you can bomb the innocent civilians with your friends, finally, like you've always wanted to. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm gonna go play Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker now. Bye.